What is up, guys? Welcome back to another market update, and welcome back to the Ace Crypto YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're liking and subscribing, all those other good things. And we're going to jump into today's market cap with $940 billion. So we have lost a decent amount out of the total market cap over the past 24 hours, and most of that money is being lost from Ethereum. As you can see there, it took a bit of a nosedive off the cliff right there. So we are down to $1,500 for Ethereum, just in anticipation of the merge. So I do expect this to go up closer to the merge date, which is going to be the 15th of September. So the Bellatrix bridge has already come into it, so it's looking pretty good for Ethereum. So it's all very, very good. So Bitcoin 18,700 there, which is definitely a little low. What have you got in trending coins? Ethereum Classic is down the most there, 13%. It's not looking good for Ethereum Classic, but I do expect this to pump up as soon as the merge completes. So let's jump on over to some crypto bubbles. As you can see there, it's a pretty red day across the board. The only green we have is HNT, Helium, and TON. Was that Ton Finance or Ton Coin? Okay, it's Ton Coin instead. So Luna's down 8%, DeFi's down 30%. Wow, that's a big drop off. So it's pretty red across the board for the next couple of days, I would imagine. Let's jump on into the charts, and you can see there, as I predicted yesterday, we did took a bit of a bounce off this resistance, right? Well, this support right there. So I do expect this to bounce off and maybe just hit halfway up, roughly around that mark. I do expect us to get roughly over the 19k in the next 24 hours. It's looking pretty good. Right, so let's move on to a bit of news. Right, so the biggest news, we got to sing a happy birthday to El Salvador's Bitcoin anniversary. Happy birthday, El Salvador, for using Bitcoin. El Salvador's first Bitcoin anniversary comes amid BTC losing 60% of its value. Well, happy birthday. But does that really mean the country's Bitcoin experiment has failed? Not necessarily. I think we needed some of these things to actually happen so that we knew what exactly we can do for the future, you know? So I did think that El Salvador did a very good thing by making Bitcoin their legal tender. So obviously you don't exactly pay in Bitcoin. What you do is you use Algorand over the top of Bitcoin, similar to how the Lightning Network works, but obviously more scalable. So that is roughly how it works. And yeah, so we'll have to wait and see to see if this was a big mistake or not. I think it is a definitely experiment, optimal word there. So moving on to the next thing, we got degens borrowing ETH to get forked tokens, create headaches for DeFi platforms. So basically people are borrowing Ethereum and using it to get to different fork tokens, maybe stuff like Pulse Chain, etc, etc. So basically they're trying to borrow, flip for a second coin, so you get basically a forked token if you do anything with your Ethereum. Maybe that would be using platforms, airdrops, these different types of things. So that is basically how this works. Is you borrow with ETH, you stake it in a good place, essentially in a wallet that allows you to get forked tokens, and then you can give the Ethereum back. So it's a little bit risky, and obviously it's creating a lot of headaches for these DeFi platforms because they don't know who's coming and who's going, essentially. So next up, let's get rid of this. We don't like that. Bankrupt crypto 3 Hours Capital withdraws 45 million from Curve Finance Convex. So being as they are able to withdraw all this money from all these different finance, basically DeFi situations, I don't think that's very good. I think they should be giving people's money back. What they're going to do with this money, I'm not too sure. It's up to anybody's guess, really. The address labeled 3 Hours Capital withdrew this much from Curve Finance and withdrew that much from Convex Finance, both DeFi plays. So what's it saying there? One reason behind the move may be that ST ETH holders will be unable to redeem their tokens for Ether until at least 6 months after the merge. Oof, 6 months. Ouch. Interesting one there. This is why I think DeFi is a risky play in a bear market, personally. Getting hitched Satoshi style, a Bitcoin-themed wedding in Lebanon. Interesting. So that's another bit of good news here. We like to see these types of things. This is pictures of the Bitcoin wedding there, as you can see. Very, very lavish. Obviously, they made some good money during Bitcoin, and now basically they've made a dream wedding with lots of Bitcoin. I wonder if they give out free cryptocurrencies. That'd be interesting. give out free cryptocurrencies as your little gift, your little favors. So the big one today, the big news today, Ripple hints at new CBDC's announcements. So basically, they've done a little tweet, a little teaser tweet, shall we say, basically mentioning that there's going to be CBDC announcements to follow. So launching a private version of the XRP ledger for central banks last year, Ripple has scored several partnerships with countries considering CBDC projects, central bank digital currencies. So this is going to be an interesting one. Let me know down below what you think about CBDCs in general, guys. They are participating in the digital dollar project. We have spoken about that before, but that is basically obviously the US version of the CBDC, the digital dollar project. So we got to wait for some more news to come about over this. But the fact that Ripple are making new partnerships and new announcements, even though we're in a bear market, and obviously, with the court case still ongoing, it's very bullish for the future. China has seen blockchain's future, and it doesn't include cryptocurrencies. Does it not? Does it not? A major state-backed digital infrastructure company, BSN Spartan Network, which has this new internal network for public blockchains with no cryptocurrencies involved. So it's like Web3 with no crypto involved. Very interesting there. I mean, if anyone can pull this off, China can. The idea of cryptocurrency tokenizing everything, not everything in my opinion needs to be tokenized. So, this might be a good thing for the future. This might actually bring blockchain into mainstream, which would be fantastic. So now we've got a few bits and bobs left. This one, TerraLuna, TerraC should I say, is being delisted apparently from Binance. But what it looks like to me is just the TerraLuna USDC and USDT pairs. It seems like they're pushing the Binance BUSD quite hard. So I think basically what this means is we're still going to be able to use and trade TerraLuna, but I don't think you're going to be able to trade it with USDC or USDT. So that is what I think is going to happen in the future. With it's all going to run through the Binance Smart Chain. So moving on to a few NFT newses. Bored Ape Yacht Club buyers drop off by 90%. So basically the Bored Ape Yacht Club is dying a little bit actually. I don't think it's going to die entirely. I think when money comes back into the space, then new buyers will come into the space. But we are at a 16-month low with buyers on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And the last thing we have in terms of NFTs is LG and Samsung bringing NFTs to the living room. I have an LG TV. I'll have a little look into this to see if it's actually worth doing. But cool, I can put my NFT on the TV. Not massively interesting, but step in the right direction, I suppose, for mass awareness and stuff. But that's pretty much all we have for today, so make sure you like it and subscribing. I did do some new banners and stuff later on. What do you think of the new digs? I think they look pretty suave. It's crypto, daily crypto. So looking pretty good, I've got some tweets that are popping off at the moment. As you can see there, 108 likes. So make sure you're jumping on board, guys. Make sure you're jumping on board, liking and following. We are over 100 subscribers now, which is going very, very well. So I appreciate any likes and subscribes you can give me. Also over on to I need to revamp the Insta page a little bit, but I'm very active over there. And last but not least, make sure you're subscribed, and we will be live on TikTok later on this afternoon. So thank you very much for joining me today. Oh, we do have one more thing to talk about, and that is Yachts. The Yachts mints. Basically, the Yachts minted, and we can see there it's going for a lot of dough. 150 sol, and 150 sol is roughly $5,000. So these is probably the most anticipated NFTs of the year. So if you do have spare $5,000, I mean, can you make money on this? More than likely in the next couple of months. I think this is a really interesting project. So that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much for joining me today. Love you, and see you in the next one.